This is a PSA to all women to stop apologizing for existing.
Have you ever apologized for existing?
No.
She already comes across as crazy to me. We're 5 seconds in.
You know how many times I used to walk into a room with my shoulders hunched over, face plastered with a smile, dripping sweetness, hoping that no one would call me a bitch simply for taking up space in their vicinity. If I sound angry today, it's because I am, because I just heard a story where a woman wasn't allowed into an establishment because she was considered too type A by the powers that be. And while I don't know anything about this place or this woman, that description alone is infuriating, because if you read between the lines, saying that a woman is too type A is basically a euphemism for saying that you think she's a bitch for having a mouth and not being afraid to use it when you disrespect her. And it's so funny that straight men don't get denied entry anywhere for being too type A because—
Whoa.
I'm lost.
You're saying a lot here. You didn't give us any context. You just said type A and apparently she's got a big mouth. If she's talking the way you're talking, I wouldn't let you in the establishment either. We don't know what this establishment was. We don't know what this girl said, what her position was, and what the real reason was for them kicking her out. I highly doubt they kicked her out because she's a boss babe. Maybe she was being disrespectful and talking to them the way you're talking. If you want people to take your point seriously, maybe explain them a bit, provide some links, some context. All you're doing is screaming into the camera like an unhinged hyena.
guess what? It's not a bad trait. It's only a bad trait when you attach it to a woman's personality because you think it makes her more difficult to control. And all of this stems from a time when women were literally property. But wake up and smell the freaking roses, because women aren't property anymore. Women have jobs, women own property, and women know that you can be kind without being obsequious. And that it's not a woman's job to make you feel comfortable in her presence, because if you feel uncomfortable that a woman is standing in front of you without a saccharine smile on, then that says more about you than it does her. Ladies, free yourselves from having to make everything okay, because everything is not okay, and you don't have to make things okay for another person just because they're insecure about themselves. So the next time someone calls you a bitch, tell them to capitalize the B, and better yet, capitalize all 5 freaking letters.
This to me screams people not taking accountability, and it screams entitlement. So if you go somewhere with attitude, don't be surprised if someone's giving you attitude back.
Yeah. If you spoke to me like that, of course I'm going to fire back at you.
Or even if you came just with a rude demeanor, I'm going to be rude back.
Yeah, of course. Like, I don't understand where people get off thinking that you can just speak to people like that. You gave us no context. So I'm going to go off the assumption that she was behaving like you, because you decided to release a TikTok video with no information whatsoever. Nothing. Just that she walked into an establishment and she was type A. She didn't even really take time out to explain properly what type A is. All we can really pull from that is that it's a boss babe, I guess. Why can't you be a boss babe and also be respectful? Can you not walk into an establishment and smile? I mean, I do that. If there's people in there, I don't walk in with like I'm going to kill everyone. I don't understand. Like when I'm walking down the road, I look like I'm going to kill everyone. I understand that. People have told me that before. But if I'm going to work, or if I'm at an event, if I'm running an event, or if I'm just like in a restaurant or whatever, I'm not walking around like I'm going to light the place up. If you're walking around hunched over with an attitude, then yeah, people are going to kick you out. And if that's what type A is, then that's tough. No one's going to want you in an establishment. Yeah, you're behaving like a bitch. Maybe because you are one. You
make your bed, you lie in it.
Yeah, lay in that bed. Preferably outside where you're not in the restaurant. Throw her out like they do those vegan protesters in this country, man. You can't behave like this. I don't know like where these girls' mums are, their dads, or not teaching them right from wrong, but talking to people like that and behaving like that, man or woman, ain't gonna get you anywhere. And trust me, I know a lot of girls that would be considered boss babes that don't speak with that level of vitriol or disrespect in their voice. Being a boss babe doesn't automatically also mean that you have to have a big, obnoxious, loud mouth that annoys everybody around you and makes people not want to be around you. And then you'll use the excuse that, oh, I'm a woman, that's why they don't want to be around me. You need to get a grip.